My wife's pet hippo caught on fire. Yeah, you heard it right. The hippo caught on fire. And I wish I was kidding. We were halfway through preparing a sacred, perfectly seasoned, slow marinated meat offering to the ancient spirits of the Maruuk centaurs. The kind of thing you do in World of Warcraft when you are a reasonable adult with totally reasonable hobbies. And out of nowhere, my wife's beloved, overfed, slightly damp hippo pet dives headfirst into the ceremonial fire pit. It screamed. I screamed. My dwarf screamed in 5 different accents. But you know what? We still completed the ritual. Because that's what heroes do. And today, oh boy, today you are in for a ride. We are retracing the burning hoofprints of our ridiculous journey. From the first dusty steps with a nomadic caravan, to appeasing ghostly prayer gods with our half-cooked barbecue, to finally unlocking an ancient dungeon where Nokhud maniacs try to murder us in HD. So, grab your strongest dwarf-approved ale, tighten your belt of +5 patience, and settle in for a glorious mess of parenting chaos, gaming rage, and Loa-fueled visions. I'm Genioslav, and this is our next adventure. Can you balance family life with blood magic and centaur ghosts? Let's find out. Welcome back, legends. We are dragging you with us once again through the sludge where we wash our filthy family secrets, all while playing this 2 decades old gremlin of a game that refuses to die. And neither do we. First mission on today's quest log, the Caravan Quest. It's the dramatic intro to the Onaran Plains, a noble, cinematic tale of walking next to centaurs? That's it. That's the content. Hoofed egomaniacs and dirt roads. We start at the place called Timberstep Outpost, aka village so full of itself the totems have god complexes. I swear some of these centaur could win gold medals in the Who's Got the Biggest Ego While Living in a Tent Olympics. But hey, we did a few chores for them, they stopped throwing shade, and we set off on the road. And what a ride it was. Would have been smoother if it wasn't for... yeah, real life ride boss. We had to break the journey into 2 sessions because parenting is just real-time quest interruption. But hey, we made it. Just in time to confront that centaur from last episode. You know, the one who's acting like a teenager whose parents just confiscated his phone? In 2025, that's probably considered a child abuse, violation of personal rights, or whatever the internet's screaming about this week. Shout out to all parents still paying for their kids' data plan. You are the real MVPs.
Good job!
Anyways,
We arrived, nuked some Nokhud clan weirdos who think flexing military might is a personality trait, and continued our holy mission across the entire edge of the map. Because no one ever says, maybe this questline should be shorter in Azeroth. Side arc. We hit up a Wowdragon for backpack upgrades and some skill training, because nothing ruins an adventure like running out of inventory space and having to TP back just to sell your 50th boar tooth. Bigger bags, fewer rage quits. Science. And then back to Maruuk, where the real story begins. Centaur tribes, big drama, weird rituals. Time to meet the clans and see which one's gonna yell at us first. So here's the sitch. The Maruuk Centaur, proud galloping residents of the Yonaran Plains, aren't just one big happy horse family.
Family.
They are a messy extended family of 4 main clans and a couple of weird cousins. Nokhud, led by Balakar Khan. These guys treat subtlety like a disease. It's all about raw power, military flexing, and might makes right. Basically, your local gym bros, but with spears. Onir, spiritual types. They vibe with the wind spirit Onara. Think of them as the I burn incense and astral project at 3 AM crew. Shikar, elite hunters, ruthless, focused, efficient, led by Sansok Khan, who probably dreams in a predator vision. Tirai, the grandma's house of the centaur world, preserving traditions, history, and reminding the others not to burn the cultural heritage down, led by Kanam Matra Sares, the matriarch holding the emotional duct tape together. Also, shout out to the Ilak nomads and Nokhud Lesser, the DLC tribes nobody invited. Together, they form the Maruuk Centaur faction, a wild melting pot of traditions, hunts, rewards, and drama.
Anyways,
After bonding with each of these tribal cliques, we finally get to the big diplomatic moment. Main tent, all present, high tension. We are talking full UN summit of the horse people. We were there. Kanam Matra Sarest, the Grand Dame of Maruuk, stands up and starts talking about an ancient oath to the green dragons, those leafy lizard guardians of Dream itself. And just when it looks like we might actually get a nice peaceful alliance, bam! Who kicks in the tent flaps? Balakar Khan, leader of the Nokhud, strolls in like he owns the damn plains. And behind him, a freaking primalist. That's right, one of those elemental lunatics who want to break the world open like a coconut. The betrayal is so spicy, it needs its own Scoville rating. Everyone gasps. The tent temperature drops. Kanam Matra tries to bring him to heel, but Balakar's like, nah, I'm the boss now. Surprise war, baby. And just like that, boom, war declared. The Centaur family barbecue has officially turned into a battle royale, and you, dear player, are stuck in the middle holding a map, a weapon, and a backpack full of mushrooms you picked on the way here. And here we are. Time to push back the Nokhud invasion. A full-scale military assault. A relentless, coordinated, brutal offensive. And how do we stop it? By killing 10 dudes. And 1 commander. Just 11. That's right. According to Blizzard's secret scrolls of quest design, a massive assault is effectively neutralized by murdering 10 Nokhud soldiers and their slightly buffer cousin. WoW logic strikes again. It's like saying, we've repelled the enemy horde, thanks to Chad with the glowing sword and his ability to count to 10 while swinging. No reinforcements, no siege weapons, just 10 centaurs down, and the war is over. For now. Quest complete. You get 300 reputation and a slightly better something. After that absurd but charming little skirmish, we ride on. More quests, more centaurs, more "you are our only hope, outsider." And you know what? It's really good. I'm not gonna list every single quest. This isn't a tax audit. But they start building momentum. Every little mission, every gathering of supplies, every spirit cleansing ritual, every centaur pep talk is inching us closer to the inevitable. The Nokhud Offensive dungeon. The real milestone. That's the exclamation mark at the end of this dusty horse-shaped sentence. The story tightens. The music swells. You feel the shift. This isn't just chores anymore. This is a vengeance wrapped in a saddle leather. Now, before I take you into the two key story beats that set up a final showdown in the dungeon, let me step back and ask for a small favor. If you are still here, if you are enjoying the ride,
Yeah, baby!
please leave a like, a comment, and smash that subscribe button. I know, every YouTuber says it, but here's the truth. Creating gaming content, this is where things feel alive. So, drop a sub, ring the bell, help this channel grow faster than a Nokhud ego. Two key events, two moments that crack the story wide open, leading straight to that thunderstorm of a dungeon finale. Let's ride. We move into the next arc, the rescue of the spirit of Onara, a revered figure, a pseudo-deity of the plains, silent guardian centaurs have worshipped for generations. But guess what? She is now on the primalist hit list. Their plan? Take this oversized magic bird, drain her powers like she's a glorified Duracell, and then channel that stolen mojo into their ongoing campaign to break down the dragon aspects. Why? Because, here's the spicy bit, they want to erase the Titan's influence from Azeroth. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, they have a point. The Titans aren't exactly winning any World's Best Cosmic Parents awards lately. Are the primalists actually wrong? Who knows? Certainly not Blizzard. Because this narrative thread is already tangled tighter than a baby blanket after a 3 AM diaper change. Maybe they will sort it all out in the war within, assuming we get there before the baby is born. Now, let's talk production hell. This whole storyline took us a few real life days to record. Not because it's long. but because our son was absolutely against us liberating the great bird of the plains. We had to break the journey into 2 sessions because parenting is just real-time quest interruption. Every time we tried to continue the quest line, no, not the bird. One more tantrum, one more bedtime battle, and one more video session pushed to the next evening. But hey, eventually, after many lullabies and bribes, we made it. We pushed through. We freed the bird. Victory? Right? Well